Oh my goodness, I'm so happy you asked. Tiana Taylor winning that Golden Globe is the same reason why Halle Berry is the only black woman, or one of the few black women, with a Best Actress Oscar. Halle Berry won for Monsters Ball, and the theory behind why she won is the fact that she was a black woman being fetishized by a white man with a racist father. Tiana Taylor's character in One Battle Act.
Nobody saw this coming. Not like this. Just weeks ago, things seemed to be cooling off between Pierre and Teyanna Taylor after their quietly messy breakup. The internet had already moved on, speculating about Teyanna's next move. While Aaron tried to save face in interviews with cryptic comments like, "You don't stop loving someone just because they make a new choice." But now, that choice just made headlines. And it's a name so explosive that even seasoned industry insiders are doing double takes. Leonardo freaking DiCaprio. Yes, the Oscar-winning legend and Hollywood's most elusive bachelor is now officially linked to Teyanna Taylor. And the moment this news hit TMZ's front page, social media detonated. Photos, cryptic tweets, subtle shade, and then the meltdown. Pierre, who's been trying to play it cool for weeks, has reportedly gone nuclear. According to multiple insiders, Aaron's team is scrambling to contain what they're calling an emotional PR disaster. Private texts are leaking, industry DMs are getting screenshotted, and a series of deleted Instagram stories from Aaron's alt account have fans convinced that he's about to drag Leonardo and possibly Teyanna through the mud in a way no one's prepared for. But what really happened behind the scenes? Why is Aaron so enraged? And how did Teyanna and Leo even meet? Stay right here because we're about to break down the full twisted timeline of this Hollywood triangle from the very beginning. Where the secret started, how the betrayal unfolded, and why this shocking new couple could cost people careers, reputations, and millions. Let's rewind to the beginning. Back when fans were obsessed with the idea of Teyanna Taylor and Pierre as Hollywood's next couple. Their chemistry was undeniable. The way they walked red carpets like they were in sync. The quiet Instagram posts. The unspoken intimacy. People swore they were soulmates. Two artists who saw each other on a frequency nobody else could reach. But behind closed doors, things were getting tense. Sources close to the couple say the trouble began months ago. While publicly everything looked dreamy, privately Teyanna was frustrated. She reportedly felt boxed in by Aaron's increasing control over her image. One friend said Teyanna is a powerhouse. She doesn't take orders. But Aaron, he wanted to manage her, direct her, own the narrative. And she was done with that. The moment Aaron landed back-to-back film deals with major directors, the balance of power shifted. He was busy, distracted, emotionally unavailable, and worst of all, he started acting jealous. Every time Teyanna posted a thirst trap or a new project drop, Aaron would joke about her needing to be less available to the public. Joke or low-key controlling. Fans didn't see the red flags until the Teyanna X Fashion Week moment. Remember when she showed up solo in Paris? Absolutely shutting down the Valentino show. No Aaron, no explanation, just a cryptic caption. Sometimes silence is louder than any scream. That's when the rumors started. Whispers of a breakup, a quiet, unannounced split. But still, no one expected what would come next. Because the truth is, while Aaron thought he was managing the fallout, Teyanna was already gone. And not just emotionally, she was already being seen with someone else. Someone in a completely different universe from Aaron's brooding indie actor aesthetic. Enter Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, we're talking Titanic, The Revenant, The Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo. The man who's known for dating supermodels, staying out of the press, and avoiding drama like it's the plague. So, how in the world did he get entangled with Teyanna Taylor? Here's what we've pieced together. It started at a private after party last summer. Teyanna had been invited by a luxury brand as part of their US crossover campaign. Leo was there, low-key as always, hiding behind his signature cap and sunglasses. Insiders say Teyanna didn't even recognize him at first. She was dancing, vibing, owning the room like she always does. And Leo, he couldn't take his eyes off her. According to someone inside that party, he was mesmerized. Not in a sleazy way, more like fascinated. She wasn't trying to impress anyone. She was just powerful. They exchanged numbers. That's it. No hookups, no scandal, just a vibe. Fast forward a few months later, when Teyanna and Aaron were still in public limbo, but privately done. Leo and Teyanna were spotted again. This time at an ultra-exclusive Malibu artist retreat. No paps, no red carpets, just creatives, music, wine, and long, intimate conversations. That's when the spark ignited. And while the internet kept obsessing over Teyanna's next album and Aaron's next film, something private was blooming behind the scenes. Now, here's where things get really messy. Apparently, Aaron found out not from Teyanna, but from a shared stylist. Yes. One of Teyanna's fashion insiders reportedly told Aaron that Teyanna had been getting close to someone major. When Aaron asked who, it wasn't just some rapper or R&B star. It was Lo, and that broke him. Sources say Aaron went silent for days, missed press appearances, started drinking heavily, posting cryptic story slides with black screens and sad song lyrics. One in particular caught fans' attention. They don't leave you for better, they leave you for attention. And the worst part, he thought he still had a chance. That maybe this was just a rebound, a blip, a PR play, something fleeting until Teyanna posted a story of her and Leo hand in hand, smiling in a dimly lit lounge in Venice. No caption, no explanation, just undeniable. That's when Aaron snapped. And from that moment forward, this stopped being a breakup. It became a war. The moment Teyanna posted that hand-in-hand photo with Leo in Venice, everything changed. It wasn't just the confirmation that something was happening between them. It was the boldness, no caption, no denial, no attempt to hide it. She wasn't soft-launching. She was owning it. And Aaron, he was livid. According to a stylist who was with him during that week, he stared at his phone for over an hour, silent, not blinking. Then he stood up and said, "She really went and did it. She really picked the puppet master." That same night, Aaron went live on his burner IG account, a private one followed only by close industry friends and a few fan pages. But of course, screenshots and recordings got out within minutes. He never said Teyanna's name, but he didn't have to. It's wild how folks jump ships and pretend they weren't just crying in your kitchen 2 weeks ago. Wild how quickly people forget loyalty when they see dollar signs and legacy names. You going trade truth for clout? Bet. Boom. It was clear. He felt used. He felt replaced. He felt like Teyanna had chosen Hollywood royalty over real connection. And he wasn't going to take it quietly. Insiders say Aaron began leaking old texts to entertainment blogs, screenshots allegedly showing Teyanna venting about Leo early in their friendship, calling him awkward, closed off, and surprisingly insecure. One blog posted the messages with the headline, "Tay called Leo a lame." New messages show she wasn't always into him. The public was shocked. People started calling Teyanna fake, opportunistic. Some even accused her of clout chasing the DiCaprio name to level up in Hollywood. But then came the twist. A surprise defender stepped in. And not just anyone, Teyanna. Yes, Teyanna, Hollywood's beloved drama-free queen, posted a cryptic Instagram story the same day the leaked texts went viral. The image, a burning bridge. The caption, "Careful who you burn. Some bridges built you." Fans immediately connected the dots. Teyanna and Teyanna had worked together briefly on a Nike project, and it's rumored they've stayed close ever since. Not only that, Teyanna and Leo both sit on the board of a climate change charity together. So, what does this mean? Teyanna had picked a side and the internet went wild. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. People started questioning Aaron's motives. Wait, he leaked old texts? Isn't that emotional manipulation? He's bitter 'cause she moved on with someone richer. The backlash built quickly. And Aaron, he doubled down. He posted a cryptic tweet that read, "Y'all want to crown her a queen 'cause she bagged a king, but the kingdom's rotting. Y'all just don't smell it yet." Fans were now split. Some stood with Aaron, saying he was the real victim, the loyal partner discarded for a bigger brand. Others supported Teyanna, calling her a visionary, a woman who refused to dim her light for anyone, even a man who once claimed to love her. And Leonardo, still completely silent, no statements, no appearances, not even a paparazzi stroll. But behind the scenes, Hollywood insiders say his PR team went into DEFCON 1. They allegedly started vetting every media outlet, making sure no one dug too deep into Leo's history of low-key relationships with public figures. They didn't want this becoming a media circus. But it was too late. The damage had been done. More and more outlets began digging into Aaron and Teyanna's past, and what they found wasn't flattering. Turns out Teyanna had repeatedly pulled back from serious film roles during her time with Aaron. Why? Friends say Aaron encouraged her to wait, saying, "We'll shine together when the timing is right." But the timing never came. And when she finally walked away, Leo walked in. It was starting to look less like a betrayal and more like a liberation. Meanwhile, Aaron's ex, yes, an ex from before Teyanna, entered the chat. She posted a viral TikTok saying, "Who?" She got out faster than I did. Just wait till she sees how controlling he gets when he starts spiraling. Good luck, girl. Fans started connecting the dots. Was Aaron the victim or had Teyanna escaped just in time? But the biggest twist of all came from Leonardo's inner circle. A leaked photo surfaced from early 2023, months before anyone knew about Teyanna and Leo, showing Teyanna at a charity dinner seated next to Leo's mother. Wait, what? How did Teyanna meet his mom before they were friends? Suddenly, conspiracy theories flooded Reddit. Was this relationship planned? Did Leo fall for Teyanna months ago and wait for her to be single? Was Aaron always just a placeholder? And just when fans thought they had seen it all, a new message leaked, a voice note allegedly from Aaron, furious, slurred, emotional. You think that man's going to protect your art? You think he understands what you sacrificed? He's going to shelf you like he shelved all of them. But hey, guess the yacht pics were worth it. It was brutal, raw, devastating, and it only made fans more curious about what comes next. Because clearly this triangle isn't finished. And just when it looked like Aaron had fully snapped, another anonymous source came forward with what they called Teyanna's trump card. What is it? We'll get into that in the next section. Because this isn't just about love, betrayal, or fame anymore. It's about power. And the next revelation changes everything. It all started with a DM sent to a small but trusted entertainment gossip account known for leaking insider Hollywood drama. No name, no face, just a 2-minute voice note and the subject line. She's not telling you everything. The voice note started calm enough to raise eyebrows. Then came the bombshell. I worked on Aaron's indie project back in 2021. What people don't know is he didn't just fall apart after Teyanna. He's been spiraling for years. He manipulates strong women, isolates them, and when they push back, he weaponizes his pain. The whistleblower claimed that Aaron has a pattern of entering relationships with high-powered women and slowly diminishing their shine intellectually, emotionally, and professionally. Not with violence, with guilt, with gaslighting, with charm laced in control. But the part that left fans absolutely stunned. Ask Teyanna why she really left. Ask her about the documentary. The one she made and buried. She was going to release it and she had footage receipts and then she went silent. Ask her who convinced her to stay quiet. Wait, what? A buried documentary? Fans immediately went into full detective mode, and soon someone resurfaced an old behind-the-scenes vlog from 2023 showing Teyanna in an editing suite working on a personal project titled Silent Thunder, Love Without Voice. The project never came out. It was quietly shelved just weeks before her and Aaron were last seen together in public. Was this the documentary the whistleblower was talking about? And if so, what did it contain? Another industry source dropped this in the comments under the viral post. There's footage. She cried. She exposed how trapped she felt, how her partner was using her vulnerability as currency, but she couldn't go through with it. Too many powerful people said it would destroy her brand. Now, the narrative had flipped again. Teyanna wasn't just the woman who upgraded from Aaron to Leonardo. She was the woman who may have barely escaped a toxic situation and was forced to silence her truth. And right as that conspiracy caught fire, Leonardo DiCaprio made his first calculated move. Not a statement, not a paparazzi walk, but a single highly strategic appearance. Leo showed up at the premiere of a powerful women-led indie film in New York, arm in arm with the director, flanked by executive producers, all women. The cameras swarmed. Reporters begged for a quote. He didn't say a word, but the message loud. He was aligning himself with powerful independent women, rewriting the media narrative in real time, playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers. And then boom, Teyanna Taylor reappeared. Not on live, not with an interview, but with a trailer. Yes, an actual trailer posted to her story. Black background, just the words Silent Thunder reclaimed. Summer 2026. The internet lost it. Could this be the original documentary? The one she buried? Is she finally dropping the truth? Within hours, hashtag Silent Thunder trended on X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Thousands of fans began speculating what the doc could reveal and what it could expose about her relationship with Aaron Pierre. Some leaked production notes began to circulate, allegedly showing a reshoot budget, new editors, and new narration. By WH, rumors say it's Leonardo himself. That's right, the man once known for keeping his love life strictly private might now be using his iconic voice to help Teyanna tell her truth. Aaron Pierre, meanwhile, was radio silent. His team issued a short statement saying, Aaron will no longer be engaging with speculative media narratives. He wishes peace and healing for all parties involved. But fans weren't buying it because someone else wasn't staying silent. Teyanna's longtime creative partner and friend, legendary choreographer Fatima Robinson, posted a throwback photo of her and Teyanna with the caption, "We've always moved in silence. But when the storm clears, let them see the thunder." A subtle nod to the doc's title and a clear warning that something massive is coming. But the craziest part, a new leak from a Netflix insider claims that Silent Thunder Reclaimed isn't just a documentary. It's the first installment in a docu series. Each episode focusing on a different artist who escaped behind-scenes control, emotional manipulation, or hidden industry abuse. The second episode allegedly features another A-list name who has never publicly spoken about their own toxic past. Fans are now connecting this entire moment to a broader movement, one that could permanently shift how the public sees celebrity relationships, gender dynamics, and power in the entertainment industry. And Leonardo DiCaprio, he's no longer just the Oscar-winning actor with a Playboy reputation. He's now being seen as a silent ally, someone using his power to amplify stories that were once silenced. But the question everyone's asking now is what happens to Aaron? Insiders say he's quietly been dropped from a major studio-backed biopic. Brands are backing off. His reps are pushing a wellness retreat narrative to buy time. But damage has been done. Teyanna is rising. Leo is protecting. And Aaron may soon face a reckoning. Let's start with where the battleground always begins. Twitter, or X as Elon wants us to call it. Within minutes of Teyanna's Silent Thunder Reclaimed teaser going live, the timeline was flooded with reactions. And when we say flooded, we mean tens of thousands of tweets. Quote tweets, reaction memes, conspiracy threads, and think pieces that all had one thing in common. Everyone had an opinion, and no one agreed. Hashtag Team Aaron started trending first. It was messy, emotional, loud. So let me get this straight. She leaves. A loyal man for an aging Hollywood player, and we're supposed to cheer. She fumbled a whole husband for yacht dates and voiceovers. Leo about to do what he does every time. Use her name, then ghost. But the Teyanna defenders were louder and way more organized. She's been carrying this industry on her back for years. If Aaron was so solid, why'd she feel the need to bury her truth? This ain't about Leo. It's about liberation. Let her heal. Y'all always scream protect black women until one tells the truth that makes you uncomfortable. Then came the creatives, writers, dancers, indie filmmakers, all flooding the conversation with personal stories about being silenced, manipulated, or gaslit in relationships, especially within the arts. D1 viral tweet summed it up perfectly. Aaron didn't lose her to Leo. He lost her to the version of herself she was no longer willing to suppress. The fan-made edits started pouring in. One video with over 3 million views used Teyanna's old music video visuals cut to scenes of DiCaprio from The Great Gatsby. Captioned, "He watched her shine while another man tried to dim her light." It was cinematic. It was chilling. And it flipped the entire narrative. Even celebrities couldn't stay quiet. Keke Palmer posted a cryptic quote from Maya Angelou. "There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you." Janelle Monáe simply tweeted, "When a woman chooses herself, expect earthquakes." And then came the stunner DOA cat in full chaotic neutral mode. Went on TikTok Live and said, "Honestly, Teyanna with Leo is iconic. Again, it's giving rage. It's giving luxury pain. I love it." But while fans were busy choosing sides, the industry was moving behind the scenes. Word broke that a major luxury brand dropped Aaron as a campaign face due to the negative attention and instability around his image. His PR team released a very careful statement. Aaron is taking time to focus on his mental well-being and creative pursuits. He wishes peace to all parties and will not be commenting further. The phrase mental well-being sent the internet into a tailspin. Was this damage control or a prelude to something darker? Entertainment news shows picked up the scent. ET Access Hollywood, even The View, all ran segments dissecting the situation. Meghan McCain of all people are declared. It's fascinating to watch this generation of women artists stop playing the victim and start rewriting the narrative. But not everyone was so supportive. Conservative pundits tried to drag Teyanna into a destroying the nuclear family debate. Right-wing influencers posted reaction videos calling her a Hollywood puppet and Leo a predictable liberal wolf. Their reach minimal because the numbers don't lie. Silent Thunder Reclaimed hadn't even dropped yet, and it was already being dubbed the most anticipated documentary of the year. Netflix fan forums exploded. Leaks claimed the streaming giant was preparing a full media blitz and even a possible limited theatrical release, something they reserved for Oscar contenders. Meanwhile, Reddit went full tinfoil hat. Users began deep diving into Aaron's past interviews, pointing out problematic patterns, aggressive language toward exes, and interviews where he dodged accountability with phrases like, "It's not abuse if it's passion." Yikes. And then came the revelation that made everyone pause. An anonymous insider leaked that an early version of the Silent Thunder doc featured clips of Aaron apologizing. Yes, actual video footage of Aaron allegedly owning up to gaslighting Teyanna, crying on camera, saying, "I didn't mean to shrink you. I just didn't want to lose you to the world." Whether or not that version of the doc still exists is unknown. But the fact that it was even filmed sent shockwaves through the industry. Think about it. If Teyanna was ready to expose this before Leo entered the picture, what kind of trauma must she have endured? That's what's at the heart of this story now. Not a love triangle, not a petty ex, but a woman who almost let the world move on while she stayed silenced. And the closer we get to the docu's release, the more people are switching sides. Instagram fan pages that used to stand Aaron are now archiving his photos. TikTok trends mocking his emotional manipulator aesthetic have gone viral. Even celebrities are subtly distancing themselves. One co-star from a recent film unfollowed Aaron. Another posted a Protect Black Women video montage with a very specific Teyanna photo at the end. And Leonardo's still silent. But his silence now feels strategic, not cowardly, not dismissive, calculated, focused. Like he's letting Teyanna take the spotlight, letting her voice finally be the loudest one in the room. You thought you had it all figured out, right? Aaron's rage, Teyanna's escape, Leo's quiet support. It was messy, but it was clean enough to track until she spoke. Who? Teyanna's former assistant. The one who disappeared from the spotlight nearly 2 years ago after a rumored falling out. The same assistant who fans speculated knew too much and was paid to disappear. She returned, and she came with receipts. Her name is Nina S., and she uploaded a 14-minute IG live that sent the entire internet into cardiac arrest. In the live, Na held nothing back. With tears in her eyes and fire in her voice, she said, "I'm not here to defend or destroy anyone. I'm here because I watched a strong woman almost lose herself. And I watched a man pretend he was the one being abandoned when really he was the one doing the breaking." Then she dropped this bomb. There's an unreleased audio clip, a recording from a night they had a huge fight. She was crying. He didn't know he was being recorded. It's not just emotional manipulation. It's something worse. What? Within hours, Twitter was begging for the clip. Reddit was melting down. And then someone posted a blurry, muffled snippet on TikTok. You couldn't hear everything, but what you could hear was Aaron's voice. Furious, panicked. "You don't walk away from me. You don't get to leave when I gave you everything. If you go, I swear I'll make sure they see you the way I see you. You'll never be their hero again." The internet froze. Was that a threat, or worse, an admission? Teyanna's legal team made no comment, but close friends began tweeting cryptic statements. One simply said she was scared. Y'all don't know half of it. But then came the real final twist, and it had nothing to do with the past, and everything to do with the future. A verified entertainment insider known for accurate film scoops posted the following tweet. Exclusive. Leonardo DiCaprio's production company has offered Teyanna Taylor a first-look deal to create a new artist-centered documentary exposing toxic patterns in the industry. Silent Thunder reclaimed would be just the beginning. A first-look deal. For those who don't know, that's Hollywood speak for power. It means Teyanna would get the funding, backing, and distribution to tell any story she wants about herself, about others, about the hidden ugly truths the industry hides behind glitter and red carpets. Suddenly, the story wasn't about heartbreak anymore. It was about a revolution. Aaron Keha, he was already fading. His last tweet barely broke 5,000 likes. His upcoming film was delayed indefinitely. And sources say he's been dropped by a key talent agency with whispers of a breach of conduct clause being triggered. Teyanna, she's rising and fast. Her teaser trailer now has over 40 million views. The fan-made #ThunderScene movement is dominating TikTok, and Netflix just changed the release schedule for 3 major films to accommodate the drop of Silent Thunder reclaimed. But the final cherry on top, a leaked text allegedly from Leo to Teyanna. Short, simple, stunning. They tried to silence your story. Now it's your time to be the storm. Boom. The next era has officially begun. And while Aaron hides from the backlash and Leo plays the long game, Teyanna Taylor is stepping fully into her power. Not just as a survivor of love gone wrong, but as a creator, storyteller, and force of reckoning in an industry that's long feared women like her speaking up. But don't get comfortable. Because if Na's clip was real, if there's more footage, if Teyanna's project is even half as explosive as the whispers suggest, then Silent Thunder is only the beginning. This isn't over. Not even close. So, here's the deal. Do you believe Pierre is just a heartbroken man watching his ex move on with a Hollywood legend? Or do you think there's something much darker behind the scenes? Something that Teyanna's Silent Thunder doc is about to finally bring into the light. Was Taya right to walk away and go silent for so long? Or should she have exposed everything earlier, even if it meant facing massive backlash? And what about Leonardo DiCaprio? Is This a rare moment of genuine allyship from someone who usually avoids drama? Or is it another PR chess move that just happens to benefit him while Teyanna takes all the heat? We want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now with hashtag Team Teyanna if you're standing with her reclaiming her story and power. Hashtag Team Aaron if you believe he's being unfairly villainized. Hashtag Team Leo if you think he's the silent hero of this whole saga, or hashtag Thundertruth if you think none of us know the full story yet. And there's way more to come. And don't just scroll. Hit that like button if you think Silent Thunder needs to drop ASAP. Subscribe right now if you're here for the truth, the tea, and the twists that keep shaking Hollywood to its core. You already know we cover the stories that no one else dares to touch. And trust us, this isn't the last time you'll hear about this, because we've been hearing whispers that another A-list celebrity might be ready to speak up soon. Someone tied to Teyanna's past. Someone who knows exactly what went down and isn't afraid to bring the receipts. So, buckle up, comment below, and stay locked in, because next time we might be blowing the lid off something even bigger.